What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, man. Let's talk about it. Uh, a lot of people have asked me about this in the past. It comes up once every now and then. Like people be like, "Man, what happened with Olivia, man?" On Olivia from G Unit, man. Like, what happened, man? Why they kick her out the group? What's up with Olivia, man? And did she sleep with 50 Cent, man? I get these every now and then. They just come like little bitty jabs that just keep coming in. It'd be a whole bunch of topics. Then it'd be one, yo, whatever happened to Olivia from G Unit? I'll be like, wow, she really had a little bit of a following there. And it don't be the same person asking the question. It changed. So I said, well, let me go ahead and make a video since the Wilder fight was like, you know, 2 minutes. And we got time. Well, it's very simple. I mean, it's a very simple play. It's very simple on the resolution. It's clear to see what the problem was at the time. See, Jay Z went through the similar process that 50 Cent went through. So for 50 Cent spent more money in his process because unlike Jay Z, he was more hands on. With 50, with G Unit, that's 50. 50 was the one, even though he didn't even bring Olivia in. Tony Yayo used to date her and, brought her into the fold. And everybody thought it was Lloyd Banks' girlfriend, but it wasn't. She was with Tony at the time. Tony like found her, and they weren't seeing each other no more, whatever, however that went. But she was like part of the family. She was cool with everybody, and the you know what's his name? Who Kid was the one spending up all his money on buying her stuff. This is for you, Olivia. Like taking her out, buying her stuff with his money. So he was spending more of the money than 50 was. But 50 was like, I wouldn't say overextended. He's just more hands on than Jay Z was with Rockefeller. It was no Dame and Biggs and three-man partnership. It was just 50. So Sha Money is there, but 50's hands on. So every time you see Olivia, you saw 50. You saw him pushing her. You didn't see Emil all the time, you know, when Jay was doing this thing. Like Jay actually cut Emil lyrics off when she was supposed to perform, "Can I get a whoop whoop?" She's on that song. And people liked her voice and how she was rapping on that song. That was Jay-Z's breakout song before Hard Knock Life dropped and just went through the roof. So she was there before it blew. So Olivia came through and did her little piece as far as, rapping and trying to sing her songs, and they wanted her to be more like an Ashanti. And with 50, 50's like, look, I'm gonna put on a couple of songs and see if they pop. And they did some songs, and some were good, some was bad. It just didn't work out. And they had Olivia album finna come out, and they trying to build a buzz, and it wasn't right. Just didn't like the songs they had. Like some songs they had, like Best Friend. I like that song. And then they had another song that they did that was on the Massacre or something like that. But other than that, I didn't really hear Olivia on too much of stuff. But visually, she's in magazines. She's got on different outfits. I remember they did. like 2, 3 like promotional shoots in one day, and she's got on brand new jewelry. And like every single like photo shoot, it was different jewelry. It's like she had switched up the outfit. She had like 2, 3 outfits for this photo shoot, for whether it was Source or whether it was some other magazine, and then 50 to do the photo shoots with her, to help boost the stock for Olivia. And it's super expensive. And at this time, everybody was going through a what they were called a transformation. Like they were restructuring everything. The market was starting to change in the business. And if you look at the expenses, for a female rapper, you got to spend money on bags, shoes, hairstylists, um, you know, all the dresses and jewelry. For a male rapper, there is no hairstylist. You get a barber to cut your hair when you go somewhere. That's it. Now dudes got all braids. They don't even have a barber. They can look like they fell out of a bed, and women will think that's hot. So when you look at how much it costs to, outfit a female rapper compared to how much it costs to outfit a male rapper, it don't add up. It's not even close. And you shelling out all this money without any coming in because they're pushing sex appeal more than actual talent. Now, Ashanti, they had a good system for Ashanti. They had her performing songs on old songs that were already hits. All Ashanti songs were basically songs that somebody else had that were already hits in the 90s, which was Puffy formula of used hits from the 80s. And then just put people making the beats so people familiar with these songs. Same thing Irv Gotti and them did was like, okay, we're gonna use that strategy, but we just gonna take songs from the 90s. Mary J had a hit with this beat, somebody had a hit with this beat, we'll take it, redo it, give it to Ashanti, let her do these songs. And all her hit songs was other beats from other songs that we've already heard from R&B. She just redid them. But they kept trying to create something new with Olivia instead of having her follow that same type of formula. And it just didn't work out. It just became too expensive for the company. If you 50, you don't want to keep paying out all this type of money, and spending money like this to keep her, as an artist when there's no revenue coming out of it. So it's like we better off letting her out of her contract, and let her go. And if she could find a deal somewhere, good for her. But she didn't do anything wrong. If anybody thinking that, and no, she did not sleep with 50 Cent. She was not sleeping with 50. Because when she came in, 50, 50 was this the, I think he had just picked up Sierra, if I'm not mistaken. Because he had broke it off. Him and Megan Good broke up. That wasn't going to last. Um, then she was with the Vivica thing. That wasn't even. That's the funny thing about that is that was more promotion than anything with Vivica. That was like when it was done. The second album was rolling around, and it became the theme of the breakup and how they split up. And he used that basically as the get in my car and all that stuff. So that led to that. But no, he wasn't with Olivia at all. Now, if they come out and tell you different sometime later, and that's on them, that's their little secret that they want to let out, that's perfectly fine. But that's what happened to Olivia, is why she wasn't with G Unit. It was just business. That's it. just business. It had nothing to do with her rubbing somebody the wrong way, or it's a breakup, and she just sometimes it just don't work out professionally and in a business. It just wasn't feasible to have her remaining on the G Unit labels. It's cost. So I'm out. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button.